Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 6. Some people come into our lives and leave footprints on our hearts. Carole D'Andrea was one of those people. A gifted dancer and actress, she brought grace and passion to every performance. Known for her role as Velma in both the Broadway and film versions of West Side Story, Carole's presence lit up the stage and screen. She was among the select few from the original cast to transition to the film, ensuring her place in cinema history. Carole's love for performing extended beyond her own career. She dedicated much of her life to mentoring aspiring artists, helping them find confidence in their craft. Her influence reached far beyond the spotlight, touching the lives of those she guided and supported. Her resilience was just as inspiring. Carole was a strong advocate for sobriety, celebrating over 4 decades of strength and perseverance. She openly shared her journey, offering hope to those in need. She was married to Tony Award-winning actor Robert Morse for 20 years, raising 3 children, Robin, Hillary, and Andrea. Performing ran in the family, with Robin and Hillary following in her footsteps. Carole's legacy wasn't just in the roles she played, but in the love and inspiration she passed on to others. Carole D'Andrea has passed away at the age of 87. The industry has lost a beloved artist, but her passion, kindness, and strength will live on. Her children shared. Carole's light shone brightly both on and off the stage. She touched so many lives with her warmth and wisdom, and we will carry her spirit with us always. Tributes to Carole D'Andrea.
Come on, I want to go crazy. You want to go crazy? You want to go?
Number 5. Go crazy, Lenny. The phrase echoed through comedy clubs and television screens, capturing the spirit of Lenny Schultz, a man who turned outrageous antics into an art form. His boundless energy, imaginative props, and wild physical comedy made him a one-of-a-kind performer, influencing generations of comedians. Lenny Schultz passed away at 91, leaving behind a legacy of laughter. Born and raised in the Bronx, he had dreams of becoming a baseball pitcher, but fate led him to education and ultimately to comedy. As a teacher, he inspired students. As a comedian, he entertained millions. His big break came when he took the stage at the Improv Comedy Club in 1969. 4 months later, he earned a spot on The Merv Griffin Show, launching a career that made him a familiar face on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, The Ed Sullivan Show, and Laugh In. His act wasn't just about jokes, it was about movement, unpredictability, and pure chaos, all delivered with a contagious enthusiasm. Schultz's influence reached far beyond his own performances. His fearless, high-energy approach paved the way for comedians like Robin Williams, Gallagher, and Carrot Top. David Letterman once cited Schultz as a source of inspiration, praising his ability to make audiences lose themselves in laughter. Despite his rise in the entertainment industry, Schultz never fully left teaching. He remained a dedicated gym teacher, proving that his passion for motivating and uplifting others wasn't limited to the stage. Following the news of his passing, tributes poured in from fellow comedians and fans. His son, Mark Schultz, shared, "He was a wonderful father and an incredible comedian who brought joy to so many." Lenny Schultz is survived by his son and a legacy that lives on in the countless comedians he inspired. His comedy was more than entertainment. It was an invitation to embrace silliness and let go. His performances may have ended, but his laughter will never fade. Tributes to Lenny Schultz. Number 4. To create is to live twice. This quote by Albert Camus perfectly captures the legacy of David Steven Cohen. Through his words, humor, and stories, he gave life to unforgettable characters and worlds that inspired generations. His contributions shaped some of television's most beloved animated series, leaving behind a body of work that continues to entertain and resonate with audiences of all ages. David Steven Cohen has passed away at the age of 58 after a battle with cancer. A gifted writer and producer, he spent over 4 decades crafting stories that balanced wit, heart, and adventure. His journey began in live-action television, writing for shows like Alf, Living Single, and Parker Lewis Can't Lose. But it was in animation where his creativity truly flourished. Fans will forever remember Cohen as the head writer of Courage the Cowardly Dog. The eerie yet heartfelt tales of Courage, Muriel, and Eustace captured the imaginations of viewers, blending quirky humor with moments of deep emotion. Episodes like 1,000 Years of Courage and The Sand Whale Strikes showcased his unique storytelling ability, making the series a cult favorite that still holds a special place in many hearts. His contributions to children's programming stretched far beyond Courage. From Tiny Toon Adventures to Arthur, Peg Pot's Cat, and Space Racers, Cohen had a remarkable ability to craft stories that entertained while imparting meaningful lessons. He was recognized with multiple Emmy nominations and won a Writers Guild of America award for his work on The Wobulous World of Dr. Seuss. Cohen's talents extended to songwriting and opera, with his work featured in Lincoln Center's American Songbook series. His opera Lilith was praised by the New York Times as a haunting contemporary parable, further showcasing his artistic range. Following the news of his passing, tributes poured in from fans and colleagues. Animation historian Jerry Beck called him a brilliant and kind storyteller who brought humor and heart to everything he touched. His impact on the entertainment industry is immeasurable, and his influence will live on in every show, script, and song he created. David Steven Cohen is survived by his family, and a legacy that continues to inspire. His stories will be cherished for generations, ensuring that his voice, full of warmth, creativity, and humor, never fades. Tributes to David Steven Cohen. Number 3. His name echoed through stadiums, not just for his skill, but for his heart. Derek Gaffney's career in football was marked by determination, talent, and a deep love for the game. At 68, he passed away, leaving behind a legacy that stretches far beyond the field. Derek built his name as a wide receiver in the NFL, playing 8 seasons with the New York Jets. Drafted in 1978, he quickly proved himself, finishing his career with 156 receptions, 2,613 yards, and 7 touchdowns. His rookie season stood out, with 691 yards on 38 catches. But it wasn't just stats that made him special. It was his unwavering dedication to his team and the game. Before the NFL, Derek made history at the University of Florida. Playing under coach Doug Dickey, he delivered one of college football's most iconic moments, a 99-yard touchdown reception in 1977 that remains the longest in SEC history. His passion for football ran in the family. His brother, son, and nephew all followed in his footsteps, continuing the Gaffney football legacy. His impact extended beyond the game. A proud member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, Derek believed in mentorship and giving back. Teammates admired his work ethic, while friends and family cherished his kindness. He was more than a great athlete, he was a great man. Following his passing, tributes poured in. The New York Jets released a statement honoring his contributions, calling him a true legend in football. Fans and former teammates shared memories, celebrating the player and the person Derek was. He is survived by his children, grandchildren, and loved ones, who will carry his memory forward. His impact on football and those around him will never fade. Rest peacefully, Derek Gaffney. Your influence lives on, Tributes to Derek Gaffney. Number 2. Marshall Rauch's life was defined by his commitment to service, innovation, and fairness. A devoted public servant and successful entrepreneur, he left a mark on North Carolina's political and business landscapes. His influence shaped communities, inspired progress, and brought people together in ways that will not be forgotten. Born in New York, Marshall later built his life in North Carolina, dedicating decades to public service. As a state senator for 24 years, he championed education, mental health resources, and social inclusion. His leadership helped dismantle barriers, ensuring fairness in private clubs, and fostering integration in Gastonia's public spaces. His commitment to justice made him a respected figure across party lines. Beyond politics, Marshall was an innovator. He founded Rauch Industries, transforming it from a small business into the world's largest Christmas ornament manufacturer. His vision and determination brought festive joy to millions, earning him national recognition as the Ornament King of Gastonia. At its peak, his company produced 1 million ornaments a day, spreading holiday cheer around the world. Marshall's character set him apart. Hardworking, kind, and deeply committed to uplifting others, he used his success to make meaningful change. Whether in business or public service, he led with integrity, always striving to create a more inclusive community. Following the news of his passing at 100, tributes poured in. Representative Patrick McHenry of Gaston County reflected on his impact, recalling, "Rauch Industries in Gastonia grew into a leading manufacturer. I knew it well because I mowed the grass around his facility for a number of years." His legacy is also honored with a section of Interstate 85 named after him, a fitting tribute to a man who helped guide North Carolina forward. Marshall is survived by his wife Jean, their 5 children, and a lifetime of achievements that will continue to inspire. His entrepreneurial spirit, dedication to equality, and passion for service remain a lasting example. His remarkable journey came to a peaceful end, but his story lives on. Tributes to Marshall Rauch. What's trending on the internet? News 1. The San Bernardino County community is mourning the loss of Deputy Hector Cuevas Jr., who tragically died in the line of duty during a vehicle pursuit on March 17. Deputy Cuevas, 36, was chasing a suspect driving a stolen vehicle when his patrol car collided with another vehicle in Victorville, California. Authorities say the pursuit began when deputies identified a stolen car near Mojave Drive and Amargosa Road. The suspect, identified as 22-year-old Ryan Dwayne Turner Jr., failed to yield, leading deputies on a chase. During the pursuit, Deputy Cuevas's vehicle collided with a car driven by 23-year-old Marceline Demian. She was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Sadly, Deputy Cuevas was pronounced deceased at the scene. Turner was later apprehended after attempting to flee on foot. He now faces multiple charges, including vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated and evading police, with authorities seeking no bail. Deputy Cuevas, a 6-year law enforcement veteran and a devoted husband and father of 2, was remembered by Sheriff Shannon Dykes as a family man dedicated to his community. California Governor Gavin Newsom also expressed condolences, acknowledging Cuevas's remarkable commitment to public service. In the wake of this tragedy, local residents, colleagues, and officials are rallying around Cuevas's family, honoring his sacrifice and dedication. Cleanup efforts continue in Victorville, while the sheriff's major accident investigation team reviews the circumstances surrounding the crash. News 2. The family of Sudiksha Konanki, A 20-year-old college student who went missing during a spring break trip in the Dominican Republic has formally requested authorities declare her deceased. Konanki was last seen on March 6th, walking along a beach at Rio Republica Resort in Punta Cana. Despite extensive search efforts involving air, sea, and land teams, her body has not been recovered. In a letter to Dominican authorities, her parents expressed the need for closure, acknowledging no signs of foul play have been found. They stated their readiness to comply with any legal formalities required for the declaration. A spokesperson for Virginia's Loudoun County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the family also reached out to them seeking support during this difficult time. Konanki, an Indian citizen and junior at the University of Pittsburgh, had traveled with a group of friends. Surveillance footage showed her walking toward the beach early that morning. A person of interest, Joshua Ribe, 24, is believed to have been the last to see her. Ribe, who has not been charged with any crime, remains in custody while a petition for his release is under review. Authorities continue to investigate, while the family focuses on beginning the healing process. The community has rallied behind the Konanki family, with support pouring in from both local and international sources. News 3. A Texas community is mourning after a tragic accident claimed the life of a 5-year-old boy during his school bus pickup. The incident occurred early Monday morning, March 17th, as the boy, a student at Emma Roberson Early Learning Academy, was struck by a Granbury Independent School District bus. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, the bus had stopped to pick up students in the Comanche Cove neighborhood when the boy ran toward the driver's side and in front of the vehicle. Despite immediate efforts, he was transported to a nearby hospital, where he sadly passed away. In a heartfelt message to parents, Granbury ISD Superintendent Dr. Courtney Morawski expressed deep sorrow over the loss. "We are heartbroken by the loss of one of our students. Please join me in keeping the family and our schools in your thoughts and prayers during this devastating time," Morawski wrote. The district has pledged full cooperation with law enforcement as investigations continue and has ensured that counseling services will be available to support students, families, and staff members coping with the tragedy. Residents in the area have voiced concerns about the safety of the intersection where the incident occurred, noting the lack of crosswalks or dedicated bus stops. As the investigation unfolds, the community is coming together to offer strength and support to the grieving family, emphasizing the importance of safety measures to protect all children. News 4. A tragic plane crash has claimed the lives of at least 12 people after a passenger jet plunged into the Caribbean Sea near Honduras on Monday, March 17th. The aircraft, operated by Lanza Airlines, crashed shortly after taking off from the island of Roatan, according to the Honduras National Police. Authorities confirmed that 5 passengers survived and were rescued by first responders who quickly arrived at the scene. Rescue efforts are ongoing as teams continue to search for the final missing person. Among the victims was renowned singer Aurelio Martinez, 39, whose music touched fans around the world. His passing has sparked an outpouring of tributes celebrating his cultural impact and legacy. Footage shared on social media showed rescue crews working tirelessly, transporting survivors to safety, and ensuring they receive immediate medical attention. In a heartfelt message, Honduras President Xiomara Castro announced the activation of the country's Emergency Operations Committee. The committee, consisting of military forces, firefighters, health services, and volunteers, has mobilized to support rescue operations and care for the injured. Public hospitals in nearby San Pedro Sula and La Teba have been prepared to receive and treat survivors, reflecting the community's united effort in responding to the tragedy. While the crash brings profound sadness, the swift action of rescue teams and the solidarity shown by the nation underscore the importance of resilience and care during challenging times. News 5. A North Carolina family is receiving an outpouring of support after a heartbreaking accident claimed the lives of 2 young brothers. Josiah, 13, and Joshua Laviskia, 11, tragically lost their lives early Sunday morning, March 16th, when a tree fell on their mobile home during a severe storm in Brevard. Emergency crews responded around 3:38 a.m., where they found the family's home severely damaged, with the tree splitting the structure in half. Fire Chief Chase Owen shared that despite the team's best efforts, the boys could not be saved. Their parents, Sharon and Nathaniel Laviskia, along with their daughter, survived. Sharon Laviskia expressed gratitude for her daughter's survival, saying, At least God left us a daughter, while asking for prayers and strength during this difficult time. The storm, part of a larger system affecting the South and Midwest, caused widespread damage but no other fatalities in Brevard. In the wake of the tragedy, the community has rallied behind the Leviskia family. A GoFundMe campaign launched to support them has already raised over $130,000, helping to cover funeral costs and provide for immediate needs after the loss of their home and vehicle. Transylvania County Schools, where the boys were students, released a statement offering heartfelt condolences and urging the public to respect the family's privacy. This story stands as a touching reminder of the strength of community and the power of collective compassion in the face of loss. News 6. A nation is mourning after beloved Macedonian singer Andrei Georgievski heroically lost his life while trying to save fans trapped in a nightclub fire. The devastating incident occurred in the early hours of Sunday, March 16th at Club Pulse in Kočani, North Macedonia, leaving 59 people dead and over 100 injured. Georgievski, lead singer of the popular band DNK, had just performed at the venue when a blaze believed to be sparked by pyrotechnics engulfed the club. Instead of fleeing, he courageously ran back inside to help his young fans escape. His manager described him as the most humble, kind person they'd ever met, highlighting his selfless final act. The roof of the building partially collapsed, with rescue crews and volunteers working tirelessly through the night to aid survivors. The band's photographer, Alexander Efremov, and several other band members are feared dead, while one survivor is receiving medical care. Health officials confirmed that many victims are being treated in hospitals across the country. Neighboring nations, including Albania, Bulgaria, Greece, and Serbia, have offered their support. This tragedy, the worst in North Macedonia's recent history, has prompted calls for greater safety measures to prevent such incidents in the future. Amid the heartbreak, Georgievski's bravery stands out as a symbol of compassion and courage, reminding the world of the power of selflessness in the face of danger. News 7. Tracy Morgan is reassuring fans after a brief medical scare at the New York Knicks game on March 17th. The beloved comedian and actor shared a positive update just a day later, posting a thumbs-up photo from his hospital bed on Instagram. "Thank you for all your concern. I'm doing okay now and doctors say it was food poisoning," Morgan, 56, wrote. He also expressed gratitude to Madison Square Garden staff, humorously adding, "The Knicks are now 1-0 when I throw up on the court, so maybe I'll have to break it out again in the playoffs." During Monday's game between the Knicks and Miami Heat, Morgan became visibly ill courtside, leading to a short delay in play. Quick responses from staff and medical teams ensured he received immediate care. The incident follows a decade after Morgan's remarkable recovery from a 2014 near-fatal car accident. His resilience through years of rehabilitation, learning to walk and speak again, has long inspired fans. Last year, Morgan reflected on that journey, expressing gratitude for his second chance at life and career. Most recently, Morgan took part in Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary celebration, proudly returning to the stage and embracing his enduring role in comedy history. With his signature humor and strength, Morgan is already looking ahead, thanking fans and supporters while reminding everyone of the importance of health and positivity. Number 1. Some voices never fade, they become part of who we are. Anna R., whose powerful voice defined German pop music for decades, has passed away at the age of 55. Best known as the lead singer of Rosenstolz, she left behind a legacy filled with music, emotion, and inspiration. Born Andrea Neuenhofen in East Berlin, Anna R. grew up in a time of restriction but found freedom in music. Despite training as a chemical laboratory assistant, her passion for singing led her on a different path. In 1991, she co-founded Rosenstolz alongside Peter Plate, and together they changed the landscape of German pop. Songs like Liebe ist alles and Ich bin ich became anthems, touching the hearts of millions. Their album Das große Leben sold over 1 million copies, a testament to their impact. Beyond her vocal talent, Anna R. was a symbol of resilience, kindness, and authenticity. Her music carried themes of love, identity, and belonging, offering comfort and empowerment to fans across generations. Even after Rosenstolz went on hiatus, her influence remained strong. She continued making music, guiding new artists, and embracing creative projects with warmth and dedication. News of her passing has left fans and colleagues heartbroken. Her longtime collaborator and friend Peter Plate shared, "Just 2 weeks ago, I congratulated you on your new role as poetics lecturer and was absolutely thrilled for you. You were so eager for everything to come." Drummer Mane Ulig expressed his sorrow, saying, "The sudden, unexpected end of our dear friend and queen has shocked and confused us deeply." Fellow artist Antje Rees added, "Grateful to have known you and grateful for your trust. Bon voyage." Her influence extends beyond music. She was an advocate, a mentor, and a friend to many. Her warmth and sincerity earned her respect throughout the industry. Though her voice has been silenced, her songs continue to play in the hearts of those she touched. Funeral arrangements have not yet been announced. As fans and loved ones remember her, they take comfort in the music she gave to the world. Anna R. may no longer be with us, but her spirit and melodies will never fade. Tributes to Anna R. Jesse Colin Young was a multifaceted contributor to the music world, recognized for his soulful voice, songwriting talent, and enduring influence on folk and rock music.